Everybody, it is Friday, finally, and it's raining. My wife called, she's going to a friend's, and she said that it's thundering, lightning, pouring where we live at and where I'm at work. It's just as bad here. I mean, it's pouring down right here. I haven't heard thunder in a while, but it's been doing it since early this afternoon, so she's going to her friends. My choices are go home and play Minecraft, which I kind of wanted to do, or do something I get to do every once in a while, and that's only when she's got other stuff going on and I'm not coming home so we can go out to dinner or whatever. And I go to, there's a little shopping center in South Austin that has a Target. I used to call it a Target Greatland. I don't know what it's called now. It's just a regular Target. It was like a miniature version of a super Target. And then there's a Guitar Center next door and then an Office Depot. God, it is really raining. I may have to talk up some because of the rain. But anyway, so sometimes when she's got other stuff going on, then I'll go do that on my way home. Just go check out clearance or whatever. So today, I got this on clearance at Target for my iPod Nano that I have in the leather strap right now. This completely covers the controls and everything, so just leaves the screen free. So I bought that today when I went to the Target over by my work. So now I'm going to head to this other Target, see what they got in clearance wise. I probably should have bought an umbrella while I was out, but I hadn't seen this, like a consistent rain like this in a really long time. And they were saying that we were under a flash flood warning until 6, and it hadn't stopped raining, so I'm sure they've extended that. Yeah, another thing, they just paved part of the road. You can probably see it out of the corners. And the part I'm driving on isn't repaved yet, but it washed like half the pavement, half the new stuff over. There's like little specks of this new stuff all over the road. So it's kind of crazy. It's raining, not like hard where I can't see, but maybe water. It's raining pretty good and staying up on the road. On the college thing, I talked to my wife and we're going to go ahead and do it. I just have to get everything taken care of. So that's my next step. I got to talk to the college and make sure that all the classes I need to take, I can take online and find out if there's anything I can test out of. And then there's some other test, and I don't really remember what it's called, but for some reason I'm not exempt from having to take it, which is fine. I'll take it. It's some kind of skills test to make sure you're ready to go to college. I don't know much about it. It's not like the SATs or anything like that. And I'm not even going to take those because the two, I'm going to community college first and then probably that Western Governors University online for my bachelor's. And I don't need the SATs for either one of those. So there's no point in taking it. What in the world? Sorry, I have a thing with license plates. And one of these days I'll probably explain what it is. But the one in front of me looks altered. Because the D is like really odd. Nearly like it was an O and they're trying to fake it into a D. And it's an old style plate on a newer car. And there's something funky. If I was a cop, I'd be standing out in the rain right now asking them what's up with their license plate. That's like my thing. I look at all the license plates. But anyway, I keep saying and I'm trying so hard not to do that. Anyway, I still don't know what I want to go for degree-wise for my associates, because I can always switch. So I can do computer science, which is what they call it as an associates of science, I think is what it's called. And then, so you have one that's programming based, and then there's one that's more IT based. And I'm not really into programming, but I'd like to know more. They even have ones that are database related, and I could do that and get my bachelor's, but I think that WGU I can only get like a regular computer science degree, which is like the general degree that everybody gets, because you just take one semester of each of these different classes. You really never learn anything. It's I considered it my constant gripe about the educational system and how business perceives it. But I got to do it to ever really get anywhere at this point. I'm at the age now that it's a lot easier to bring in somebody younger, less money, who doesn't have as much experience, but has that degree, and it looks better. And if I have the degree, I have a fighting chance when jobs come up. So I'll have to look at WGU. They may not even be the best option, and may be going somewhere else and doing online. I was going to do University of Phoenix, but I looked at the cost. It's expensive, and as much as they tout how people, I get the impression from their ads that everybody makes a big deal about their degrees, and I'm sure that they do, but I only know like 2 people that ever went there and got a degree, so it's not like I know a ton of people that have done it, and they're like, yeah, it's just a degree. They don't, to them it's not that big of a deal, and I don't know if I guess they're accredited where you can carry stuff over, but they're really expensive, and so I'd rather just deal with community college and then find an option for my bachelor's, because ultimately a community college degree is just as good as University of Phoenix. So anyway, that's my plan eventually, is to get that degree. I just have to look at everything, but I'll have to start signing up for classes here soon. For the fall, not for the summer. That session's already blown, but it's crazy that you have to sign up in June to go to school in September, but it is what it is. And it's affordable because I can do it in chunks. I can pay for these classes by the semester. I don't have to pay up front. I'm paying by semester, and it breaks it down to be really cheap. Oh, come on. Hey, there's a ton of traffic. There has to be a wreck up here somewhere. And unfortunately, this is the way I have to go to get where I wanted to go. All these people going around me, and I don't know why they're doing it. Anyway, so that's my college plans. Tomorrow we go to our date night thing with the painting. And then, what else I got tomorrow? I got my normal Saturday stuff tomorrow. So I'll probably film my vlog after I'm done with that and get it uploaded. Yesterday's vlog I uploaded today just because we ended up running into some old friends of ours at Walmart last night and talked for like an hour and a half, something like that crazy. By the time I got home, it was midnight, and I was like, okay, I'm going to bed. I've had enough. And I didn't want to stay up and try to upload it or do anything else. I just wanted to go to bed. So that's what I did. But tonight I'll upload this. I usually stay up later on Fridays and play a little Minecraft when I get home. And I'm trying to limit the time I play it, even though if I played it every day, I'd be like to the point where I wanted to be at in the game. But it actually makes it more fun getting to play it like once or twice a week and not spending all my time on it. So I think that's pretty much all I got for today. I can't think of anything else going on. We're going to our friends, I think, on Sunday, and then Monday we probably won't do anything. Who knows? My wife wanted to work on the yard, and dig up everything in the flower beds and start over, which I'm fine with. I just want to go in there and scorch earth everything and just start digging it up and chunking it. And I don't have a problem going in there and doing that. Problem is now that it's poured down rain, we're going to have to let it dry a little bit, or we're basically going to be digging in the mud. And our shovels are going to get covered in mud, and we're going to spend more time cleaning the shovels than we are actually digging everything up. But it's just got overgrown, and I really want to just simplify the whole thing. I wanted to throw rocks and cactus down and say screw it, but no, that's not going to happen. But I don't want anything that we've got to like work our butts off to maintain. I like to get a small, like, good-looking plants that look good where it's at, that don't get really big, that don't have to have a lot of like trimming or anything like that, and that I can hook up a little irrigation system for, that we can run like off a timer system to, like a sprinkler system to spray them. Man, this road is never this crowded this time of day. Like right now, normally, I would be about 8 miles down the road. So today the traffic is horrible. But I agree with that. We need to rip it all out, and then we're going to put up a privacy fence. We're going to take down our chain link fence in the backyard. We want to keep the neighbors out, and not that they're getting in our yard, but they're really nosy, and so I'd rather just not deal with them and put up a taller fence, and then that will keep the chickens from going over the fence, which their wings are all clipped, so I'm not too worried about them. And then hopefully that keeps the little dog Jack from trying to get out. He's such a butthead. He loves to get out of the yard. But, he came from Miami where he was roaming the streets, and, that's what he likes. But I think if you ever, I know dogs probably don't sit down and think about their lives, but if he ever did, he's got it so good, there's no point in getting out of the yard. I mean, he's got it, he's basically on easy street. They get plenty of treats, we play with them, they sleep in bed with us. I mean, he's completely spoiled, but yet he wants to go run off. But we've started taking him, and I've kind of noticed this, but we haven't done enough of a control with it to see if it's really happening. But he got out the other day, and I was late to work, and I was so mad because he got out. And then I think it was that night or the next night, we took him to Tractor Supply with us, so he got out. We normally don't take him because we're afraid that if we put him in a harness and we've got him on a leash, he'll try to wiggle out and run off. And that's just the kind of mentality he still has. We've never been able to break him of that mentality. But it seems like that he enjoyed it, and then he doesn't seem like he wants to get out, because he could still get out. I haven't completely fixed that hole. I have to dig up some dirt and dump it over by the fence, but I think that if we start taking him more with us when we go places, we take the other two because they're used to it, but we're always afraid that he's going to want to take off. But I think if we start taking him when we go to stores or when we go on walks, I think he'll adjust to the point where he's like, oh, okay, well, as long as I behave, then I get to go, and they'll take me, and then I'm safe, and I don't have to run around or whatever. Because he literally will, now he gets out and stands around in the front yard and looks around and barks at people. I don't have any clue why he does that, but, and we used to worry about the two little ones because especially my dog Lily, you would let her out of the fence and she'd just take off for the street. You'd have to yell and scream at her to stop. And so now when I open the gate and I say, you two stay with Daddy or you got to go back in the house. And they'll stay with me because they don't want to have to go back in the house. They want to go for a ride or go to my wife's office or go to the cookie store. And these dogs are so smart, they know what Sonic is. So they know if I go to Sonic, they recognize it. And they get all anxious because Sonic will give them a treat when we go to the drive-thru. And so they recognize that sign. And now I haven't been going to Sonic, so it doesn't apply now. But when my wife goes, still to go get her green tea, they get all excited if she takes them because they know that they have cookies and that they get a cookie to eat. Same way when we take them to the pet store, her dog Rufus is always kind of like, I guess there's so many smells outside, he gets way overwhelmed, and my little dog just goes nuts. But when they figure out where we're at and they go inside and they can smell those cookies, they get excited because they know when we leave, we're going to buy them cookies and that they get to eat one on the way home. So, yeah, they're spoiled. I can talk about my diet real quick. I totally cheated on my diet today. I don't think it's going to kill me. I did a lot of walking. I went to Target, like I said, for lunch, and I ended up getting stuck at Target for because of the rain was really bad. It had just started, and it was pouring. You could hear it hitting the building. It was so loud. So I walked around Target for my whole 30-minute lunch. So I got a lot of exercise in. But I ate a donut this morning. Somebody brought in donuts, and I didn't eat a breakfast sandwich. I ended up I ate a kolache, which is just a little sausage. And that's probably got as many calories as the breakfast sandwiches I normally take. So I wasn't that worried about it. And there was a bunch of donuts left over, and I just went ahead and ate one. I really wanted something sweet. I haven't had anything in a while. So I figured I'd eat one. And then I walked around at lunch, so I think I'm covered for the time being. But I do need to start exercising more, and I think the weight will drop pretty quick because I'm keeping my calories as close as I can. That thing hurts. What else? I think that's it. I think I've covered everything for today. I do start a YouTube course starts, I want to say it's next week or the week after. I think they start posting stuff on the 29th, and it's basically how to build up your channel, and so I'm going to do that and see if I can build my channel up a little bit more. It's just a wait and see thing. Like I said, and I've said in the past, and I'll say in the future, I'm definitely not doing this because I see that there's six-figure salaries involved, which there are in this business, and there's plenty of people making money, and there's plenty of money to go around. I do it because I like doing it, and that's it. And I'm like a technology junkie, so I get all these cameras and stuff. And even though I've really just stuck with this JVC, which is so funny, is when I first saw it, I did not want it. I thought it was a piece of junk. And I talked to a couple of people, my friends at Best Buy, and they're like, no, it's a really good camera. And then I watched YouTube stuff. People are like, oh, this thing's a piece of crap. The sound sucks. And the video sucks. And I haven't had any problems out of mine. But anyway, I want to build the channel just to build it so other people can be entertained by my bantering every day, and then maybe be entertained by my story channel and my game channel, and then my other channel that I still haven't fixed. You guys kind of see my pattern here. I get started and then get stuck on something else. So anyway, I'm gonna let you guys get on with your day instead of just rambling on. So you guys have a great Friday evening. Be safe this weekend. It's Memorial Day weekend. If you're in Austin, it's a no refusal weekend. Click it and ticket is in full effect. You're not wearing your seatbelt. You're a dumbass anyway, and you deserve the ticket. And if you're out drunk driving this weekend, or you plan on it, make sure you don't watch any of my videos anymore, because I don't need morons who drink and drive watching my videos. So it's stupid. You know it's stupid. There's no point in doing it. So anyway, everybody be safe on the roads. If you're going somewhere, if you're staying home, be safe at home. Tons of accidents happen at home. I've been hearing that since I was a kid. It's probably true. Well, you guys have a good Friday evening, and I'll see you tomorrow.